That'll do it for our very short intermission report, and we welcome you back here for the second half. It's Berkshire 2, St. Paul 0. Berkshire has goals from Bowden Gamble and Nick Donaldson. Donaldson added one late on the power play with JT Halliday in the box for St. Paul's. That goal going up on the board with 5 seconds left. That's all. And Berkshire taking a 2-goal lead here in the second half. St. Paul's actually out shooting Berkshire in the first. 15-13 for the shot, but of course sent down the ice here by St. Paul's. So it'll be icing. The apotheosis of the period was that goal by Donaldson. And we'll see how St. Paul's can respond from that. A heartbreaking way to go down 2-0 at the break. It was not a truculent period of hockey, just a good, really clean period. Both teams had power plays. Berkshire, of course, converted on theirs. St. Paul's unable to convert on their lone power play. St. Paul's penalty kill continues its struggles to start this season. Rattled on around here. Cox fits it up to the line. They got to get started here early on the offensive. St. Paul's does. They hope to pull themselves back into this game. They got 25 minutes to score 2 goals and not allow any. That's one way to look at things. Left at the line there for Roberts. He couldn't hold on to it. And back the other way, chasing it down is Capello. But first on it was Brad Cox. It'll come all the way around. Unable to meet it at the line is Osterberger. Seibel had it jump under his stick. And now he'll fly it into the zone. It jumps up around the hash boards. That jumped up like it hit something over there on the hash boards. Just went up the stick of Brad Cox to the middle. Berkshire taking back over now. It missed Osterberger, but they're gonna say it hit him, I guess. It's gonna be no icing on the play. Back forward here is Christian Yee. Yee up the left side there to meet it in front of the bench with Josh Halliday. He couldn't handle it cleanly either, though. Brad will play it off the boards. Reading the play well is the Berkshire defender, whose number I do not have. He's the lone player on this Berkshire roster who's been driving me crazy all night because I actually don't know the name with the number. He just wasn't on the roster, I guess. Lino Vio with the reverse. So the winner of this game, I read all those scores in the intermission. Of course, you're probably wondering, the Avon Old Farm scores. We're like, what does this mean? And I'll talk about what tomorrow's games will look like as St. Paul's gets a chance on the offensive. And it was roofed just high by Halliday on a sharp angle. That was JT who had the shot. And the Berkshire players just did a spin out in the middle. D-to-D pass, and here with it is Bohan. Pratt Stetson along the wall. Finds a man on the far side who gives it right back to him. Stetson coming with speed. He's got a bit of space on Bohan. Stetson to the goal. Save made. Rebound. Score! James Nemeth. And it's 3-0 Bears. That was a jam play. Nemeth gets the finisher, but really setting it up was Stetson. Another good drive to the cage. Bohan just a bit of room on the gap there. That allowed Stetson to walk to the side of the goal and didn't really get a great shot on, but he stuffed at it there. Rocco wasn't able to get a hand on it. Bang, 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 and it's 3-0 Berkshire now. They extend their lead over the Big Red. Very solid top 2 lines this Berkshire team has. They've been impressive with them so far, but they don't share with the other teams of their caliber. And this is, again, one guy's opinion. Is depth. And I mean, you could say that their lower players in the roster aren't as good. That's not really what I mean. They just don't actually have as many guys. Only 22 guys on the roster for Berkshire. And I believe they're the second smallest roster at the tournament, only to St. Paul's. Hold on a moment. Here's Roberts. Can he catch up to the puck? He can. He shoots, and a save was made by LaRue. But Berkshire, when they're fully healthy, they get a pretty good lineup out there. Especially on the top end. Cox spins one back to the goal. It was quickly cut off. Bumped back into the St. Paul's end. There first with a hard hit on Sullivan with Boren. They both end up going down. Sullivan giving a shunt to Boren, who's held to the ice right now. Now Sullivan falls. Boren gave it right back to him. And Ben Boren with a little bit of a hand outrage, like frustrated with the whole sequence. St. Paul's had nearly finished with their change, but it'll be icing against the Big Red. So, tomorrow, all the games tomorrow are based on the results. Well, the winners of the divisions, or the places in the divisions will match up. So first place Troutman, first place Pierpont, and so on and so forth. The first place game is the last one to go off tomorrow, of course. I'll pause this aside as Berkshire has it in the offensive zone right now. And we'll continue in a moment. Pratt steps in, working along the wall there. Can he dig it off is the question. Bryce Terry was watching him. He feeds it below the goal line for Osterberger, who was waiting for it. Osterberger dodging the check. Stetson comes in to take it off his stick. Stetson leaves it. Little dodge there by our nameless player, but it comes back down to the zone. Stetson recorralling. There's Pasquale leading the rush for Berkshire. Comes into the zone outside of the circle. Pasquale to the front. Tipped wide by Osterberger. Really good chance between the hash marks. Vio. Connecting pass for Josh Halliday. Well off the mark there for JT. And it's icing. He had way more time than he thought there, Josh did. He didn't have to pass that puck that quickly. Be another icing here. So tonight, John Gardner, the polymath of the Avon Old Farms organization, who just reached his 800th win. Cal Welch back in between the pipes for St. Paul's. I don't know when that substitution happened. Perhaps a injury or equipment thing with Bryant. Or perhaps he's just been pulled. I don't know. Looks to be okay on the bench. Yeah, John Gardner and his team will battle Tabor in the 2-0 meeting of 2-2-0s. The winner of that one will be the Pierpont Division champions. And they will go to the championship. It was a shot high off the wall. And I think they went out of play. No, it didn't. Donaldson had that one. They go to the championship against Kent. Kent has already won the Troutman Division. Back to the line here. Kinney. Berkshire looking for a fourth. It goes off the wall there. Bard picking it up. Devin Bard back to the front. Cut off by St. Paul's. They can't clear it. Devin in the middle now. He shoots it. He hit the post. Oh, off the outside of the goal there. It was weird. Cal Welch just wafted at it. Walker Bright goes down. Puck still in the middle. Berkshire can get a shot on. Stanley tried to play it to the goal. He couldn't. And now here goes JT. They're swinging on around. Bohan blew a gasket out at center. Yeah, Kent 3-0. They're into the championship game. Gunnery, after beating Loomis today, they will play against the loser of the Avon Tabor game in the third place game. Loomis will play the winner of this game in the fifth place game. And Trinity Pauling will meet the loser of this game in the seventh place game. So the Troutman lined up with Kent finishing first, second Berkshire, or no, not Berkshire, Berkshire's playing. Second, Gunnery. Third, Loomis. And fourth, TP. Osterberger being all in a tussle up with Sullivan. Meanwhile, breaking to the goal was Sinclair. He nearly ran right into Cal Welch. Osterberger playing without a glove now. It's been left in the far corner. 18 minutes left to go. It's 3-0 Berkshire, and St. Paul's needs one. Not as badly as they have all tournament. And an icing here. A good chase there as Luke Pinato. He goes down. Micho trying to center one in front for Grady. Couldn't. St. Paul's won that face-off, though. It's centered in front here is Christian Yee, and the slot save made by LaRue. Right along the ice. And this should be icing against Berkshire as a change of pace. I know I ran through the out-of-town scores of note in terms of prep school boys hockey. If you're a St. Paul's fan, though, you'll be happy to note that the boys basketball team secured a win in their first game at the St. Sebastian's Holiday Showcase. They beat Suffield by a 72-69 score. And the Big Red basketball squad continue a good start, while girls hockey beat Milton at the annual Harrington Invitational. 6-2 was the final there. I think the girls are in action maybe tonight again. A lot of action up at the rinks of Milton and Nobles, hosting the Flood Mar on the boys' side, and the Harrington tournament on the girls' side. A fun one to be up there for. Hold on a moment. Here's Roberts, a shot, and just getting it by a hair was LaRue. Again, I think Roberts had more time to move in and shoot there than he thought. LaRue made the save, but he didn't make it look pretty now, did he? Into the zone comes Terry. The shot blocked. Back onto the stick of Roberts. High from the wall, bouncing in front. They score! Sam Seibold gets to the front of the net and gets St. Paul's on the board. His second goal of the tournament. And the Babson commit gets St. Paul's on the board. I think it was a much better first period for St. Paul's than they've had here in the second, which has been the opposite of what's happened in the past couple of games. It's been the first half that's been their weight. And he's weighing them down in that sense. And the second half has been better. Well, just had a pretty good first half. St. Paul's turns it back here. The shot just a little too high for Cox. So LaRue was able to scoop it up with the glove rather than cough up a rebound. But St. Paul's on the board. And we saw them come to life late in the hockey game against Tabor and get a couple of goals. They're within a closer margin here, so we'll see what they can do. Of course, they got to keep Berkshire off the board, too. They're coming hard. Capello was driving into the zone. He left it off there. Nemeth working for it in the corner. Nemeth trying to get his stick free to get that puck. Couldn't. Now he's tied up with Halliday. That allows Vio to come in. He jumps around a man. And Lino Vio finds Josh Halliday coming laterally across the Tabor, or Berkshire blue line. I apologize. I've done a lot of hockey games the last couple days. Tabor was this morning. Wasaki and in. Welch moved it just in time. Cade Cox off the wall. Here comes Sam Seibold trying to drive in. Seibold along the ice. He gets it back and a blind pass to absolutely nobody. Boren was the only guy there. It starts Berkshire the other way quickly. Here's Gamble. Gamble in front for Boren. Score. That's why you can't have those turnovers, folks. Berkshire moves it quickly the other way. And Ben Boren, the Middlebury commit, gets his goal here in this one to put Berkshire back out in front by 3. It's 4-1. That was about as pretty as a rush as you're going to see. And not much that Kyle Welch could do about that one, with Boren tipped right up over his shoulder. You can say Kyle could have been out farther, but that would probably be negligible. They were coming fast and they were coming hard. And that one, talk about daggers. That one, probably a dagger. There might be another dagger here coming into the zone there with Stetson, and he just missed the intended target to the back door. You hear me being silent for a big while. I'm trying to figure out, I'm having a technical problem. A lot of the live stream and more on the game film end of things, so processing what I'm about to do with that. Leading into a shot there is Pineda, and he just failed on it. It's also just, I've been victim of the effect of that fourth goal, which really just took the air out of St. Paul's side of field. Gets in front for Berkshire, patted away with a blocker by Welch. And Kinney is trying to get a bounce in front of the net. Josh comes laterally across the blue line again, peels back looking for some answers. Halley now off the wall, loose in front, there's JT, and they score! Back to within 2. Well, there certainly doesn't seem to be any insouciance on the side of St. Paul's when it comes to trailing the game by 3. And they've gone down by 3 again and are now down by 2 again. Time it was JT Halliday cleaning up in front of the net. It's what Seibold did. It's what Halliday's done. And I think the message is clear for St. Paul's. Get to the front of the net. And again, Halliday alone in front of the net, just very similarly to Seibold. Turnover inside the line. Here goes Josh. He had a little bit of room, but coming over there to chase the puck away from him was Pratt Stetson. St. Paul's working back in the offensive zone again. Time always the issue. 12:50 remaining. They look backdoor for JT. Puck never found him. Welch deflects this one aside. Sam Seibold will get started up the right, moving quickly with Terry and Roberts. Seibold, the shot goes off the wall. Terry trying to beat his man there. He left it in the corner for Seibold. Seibold comes up the wall with it now on the left side. Exchanging spots with Cox. Back in down low. Terry couldn't win the battle. Berkshire gets it up to the line, but not out. Seibold, a high shot into the glove of LaRue. And he will hold on. Back the other way off the faceoff there. Boren, he's got the goal here in the the second. Teams are square at 2 here in the second half. Loose in front, Boren again. Oh, and a nice save. Welch outweighted him. Really nice save there by Cal Welch off Ben Boren. Cal came in after the third Berkshire goal, I think. Michael Bryant started the game. He played the first half and he started the second. Reed Capello leaving it off to Sinclair. Now behind the goal, Osterberger. Berkshire looking to go back up by 3. They've had 2 different 3-goal leads in this one. Now it's a 2-goal lead yet again. And 3 different 2-goal leads. So you can check the permutations there. Stetson with the line, but it jumped over the stick there of Liam Bard. Falling down in the forecheck is Jack Michaud. It's back into the St. Paul's end again. 11-11 on the clock. And St. Paul still trailing by 2. Around there by Osterberg in the centering pass. It came back to him after Grady blocked it. Sent to the front of the goal again by Sinclair. It's scrimmed for more of a rugby scrum here on the near post. A standing rugby scrum that isn't. Look at Capello and Grady swing their sticks at each other. And they're going at each other over there on the boards right now with the puck not even close. They separate as Berkshire wins it. Osterberger out of the pile. Bard. The shot went off a body. Berkshire pressing here. And they touch up on the puck and it'll be a penalty. Stanley Bright is going to get whistled here for something. Cross-checking. So big power play here for St. Paul's. Their power play has struggled. They scored one in the morning game. It was their first power play goal of the year. And a goal here would bring them back to within 1. The puck just barely stays in the line. It's still bouncing on the goal line. They kept that one in that time on the blue. Berkshire bench was hollering about it. Knocked down to the ice in front of the net was Vio. It's played around to the corner by St. Paul's. Berkshire wins it. Cox kicks at it, keeps it. JT Halliday rotating Sullivan out high. Cade Cox to the backhand. Looking around. 90 seconds still to go in the power play. JT positioned at the circle. Lays it back. Cox the shot through traffic. It's bouncing. Look out in front of that. Berkshire finds it. Can't clear it. Cox a good glove at the line. Top of the circle. JT waiting. Takes his time with the puck. Going back into the corner rather quickly there by Cox. I think he surprised everybody. St. Paul's got a battle to get it back now. Cox switching with Sullivan. Sullivan for Cox. Top of the right circle. Back for Jake Sullivan. He catches the pass. Moves to the middle. Looking for a tip on the far post. And JT just couldn't get it with his stick. Up at the right point now. It's Halliday. Sullivan. One-timer. Stopped by LaRue. Rebound kick to the corner. 54 seconds left to play in the power play. And it's shot down the ice by Berkshire. The big moment in the game, folks. If St. Paul's looking to get back in it, it needs to be now. Brad Stetson took the puck away there after St. Paul's miscommunication, and they're going to wither down the time now. Fire down the ice with St. Paul's entire group out there. They'll start to change their power play unit with 30 seconds left in the penalty to Bright. There goes Sam Seibold. He's got a goal tonight for St. Paul's. Seibold rounds the goal. Out high, Sullivan. Top of the point. Cox. Seibold. Sharp angled shot in position. In front was Terry. And I don't think he got a stick on it. And Berkshire will get it down the ice. And that'll do it for the power play. The orders from the St. Paul's bench are quick up. Berkshire was changing. It's all even now as you can hear the shouts. Jack Roberts punching his way into the zone. He goes around the net, holding onto it, still driving. He's worked over there by Berkshire Bear, but moved the puck rather well. This away, the shot by Bohan, bouncing up in front. Picked up there by Terry. Now a shot to the front. Finds Seibold on the back post, but it jumped over his stick, and he turned it over to Boren again. It's Ben Boren. And he makes a nice pay. The second time there, turnover. Brad Cox clears the line, so St. Paul's 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. This probably will be icing. It just doesn't sit for Jack Roberts. So with 7.5 left, St. Paul's in the same situation they were this morning. And they could not pull it out this morning. Who's to say what happens here? By my mark, though, this has been the best game of the tournament played by St. Paul's. Just a bit better every game. They've been. The slow progression, though. Here's Seibold. He's got Roberts up in the hand, and he didn't want to pass it to him. I don't think he had a good opportunity. Jack was calling for it. Sam just dumps it into the zone. They both had to go off for a change. So the other way, the stretch pass made here by Berkshire. Cox rubs his man out on the wall, and Walker Bright went hard and awkwardly into the glass. Went not head first, but top of the body first for sure. Looks to be okay. Here comes Stanley Bright the other way. Walker Bright joining the rush. He gets the pass here, but couldn't make the move around Cade Cox. Pass up for Matt Grady. He's got some space to move at center, quickly running out of it, but he shifts gears to the left side. Berkshire was changing. The shot off just inside the blue line there by Grady. It's gobbled up by LaRue. .642 left to play. Face-off win. Cox shot. Couldn't get a bounce in front. And it's banged off the boards here. Leading ahead is Reed Capello. He's in the corner first for it. Couldn't pick up the pass. He gets hit by Sullivan. Osterberger back to the line. Donaldson, he's got a goal. He got the second one on the power play for Berkshire. That was back in the first half. Good cut to the middle there by Pratt Stetson. Stetson leaves it. Donaldson shot right from there. He scored the goal. Blocked in front, and then Cade Cox shoveled it out. St. Paul's scrambling for a change. Berkshire turns it back quickly. Here's Stetson stepping across the St. Paul's line on the far side. Ran into Josh Halliday and lost it. Now Christian Yee, a backhand pass. JT comes across the Berkshire blue. Shot got on. It was blocked. Rebound is there. They chase it to the front. JT and a few hacks at it. And it ends up under LaRue. The big offensive zone draw here for St. Paul's as the clock stops with 5:50. They can score in the next minute to make it a one-goal game. We'd have something interesting on our hands. They win the face-off. Shot fired wide there by Brad Cox. It comes around for Christian Yee as a whack at it, and the Bears get it out. Vio backs it up. JT Halliday into the middle. Here comes Christian Yee, but they're offside at the line. Going to do a quick technical change here, so I don't want to surprise anyone. 1 second.